What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Let me know if I sound decent. Give me a 1 if everything sounds decent. Let's go. Shout out to Mr. Dislike in the building early with us, man. You know what I'm saying? What's happening? I apologize for your gal that came my way. It wasn't my fault. She chose me, sir. I'm sorry. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Shout out to Michael Lockhart in the building with me. Let's get it. Give me a 1 if everything sounds decent, though. Give me a 1. I've been working on the sounds. Hopefully everything's go smoothly in the show. Let's go. Yes, sir. We in the building, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We in the building today. Yeah. Mr. Bobby done came and gone. It's all good. I don't think Mr. Steven Jones wanted that smoke with Mr. Bobby, unfortunately. What's happening? Who is Mac Jones? You understand what's happening? Grady Dunaway. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We trying to swing this dope. We trying to get this trap around the corner, y'all. So let's get it. We gonna do it at the same time, cause it be slipping my mind. Bars, you know what I'm saying? So I'm finna share the Twitter. Y'all want y'all to share it in your phone. We finna do this at the same time. Let's get it. Y'all know how it go, man. How y'all feeling on this Sunday? You know what I'm saying? I might be in the spirit today. You understand? Let's get it. I might be in the spirit today. Yes, sir. But let's make sure we hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's let these haters hate then. Let's let them hate it on out then. Let's go.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day.
Hey,
ain't no looking back.
We in the building with it, man.
Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, and we just getting K and they just.
They already know what time it is, man.
That what make them hate.
We in the trap. We trapping on a Sunday in our church clothes, you know. The trap doors don't close. We trapping in our church clothes, you understand?
Used to ride knockout, but it's real now. Real fly. I probably average your career.
Let's go.
One day hating on it, probably wanna kill.
Yeah.
Got our own band,
we should have it all together today, man. Hopefully no technical difficulties. We in the building.
My brother, that made me go harder.
Let's go.
I'm focused on the comma. I'm a run of them comma.
Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Shout out to Bruce got the Tossy Juice, Jeffrey Smith, Peter Rizzo. Let's go. Yeah. Shout out to David Johnson, Joe Trenchina over there. I think I said it right, Mr. Joe. Shout out to Miss Regina Green with the green. Shout out to Swain, Mr. Bad Influence, you understand? Hey, let's beat up on that dislike, man. We got Mr. Dislike in the building. Let's show him that that'll never stop the trap. Let's go. Shout out to the lunatic. Hey, we in the building with it, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know what time it is. We in the trap with it, man. Now look, you might think you at school. You might think you at home. You might think you watching me from a phone. But I promise you, you are in the trap, sir. You in the trap with it, man. Let's beat up that algorithm, man. So shout out to Mr. Dislike in the building once again. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Dislike. I'm pretty sure I snagged on him, you know what I'm saying? One-handed type style back in high school. That's all that means. Shout out to y'all though, man. Shout out to Chris Davis. Shout out to Dean Cloud. We in the building with it. But man, I know a lot of people in Cowboy Nation around the nation are pretty sad today. I know you're sad today. I know it. We had to say bye to Bobby, unfortunately. But to be quite honest, I wasn't too sad because I already knew Steven Jones wasn't doing nothing with him. You know what I'm saying? Once we signed LVE, y'all, that dream had just gone on. It had just went away. I had to let it go. Immediately when we signed LVE. I just knew that Bobby wasn't going to be an option anymore. And I told y'all just as much. I said, man, they're not finna sign that, man. They're not finna sign Bobby after they just committed that little money to, you know what I'm saying, LVE. You know Steven Jones is pretty cheap. You know that man is cheap. Y'all understand that. So, you know, did y'all hear something? Wait a minute. That's what it was. I know I heard something. You know, coming live from the trap. You understand? Nefarious news. So let's see what's on the agenda today. Bam! We got Bobby Wagner signs to the Seahawks. You know, returning to the Seahawks on a 1-year, $7 million deal. And they say after one season with the Rams, the 9-time Pro Bowl linebacker and the future first ballot Hall of Famer inks a new contract to reunite with Pete Carroll and the Seahawks. See, trap. I'ma tell y'all right now, I'm pretty sure that this feels ceremonial to me. Don't it feel like a ceremony to y'all? To me, this feels like a player who was ready to leave and who was ready to pack his bags up and gone on, you know, walk away in the sunset. That's what this feels like to me. Trap. It feels like to me that this young man did not want to win a Super Bowl and then like that, because you couldn't be trying to go to Seattle with Geno and all of them. But you know, we are Cowboys type fan base, so it's a lot of other people that feel differently about Geno Smith compared to Dak Prescott, which is just, it should be a sin. They should be locked up for that. Trap. They got rankings with Geno Smith over Dak Prescott. I know it's peculiar. It should be a sin on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? They should be a sin. We should get the preaching in here. I think I got the spirit today. Ain't no way in the world you need to sit up here and tell me Geno Smith is better than Dak Prescott. I don't know what they got going on in their head. They say Kirk Cousins. They got Derek Carr. They got everybody. They want to put everybody in front of young Wayne Dakota, but I don't care nothing about what they say. We know what our quarterback is capable of, and we going to show them this year, y'all. We going to show them this year. We ain't worried about all that foolishness they got going on. But moving along, let's see what we got. Bam. Hold on. Where you at? Okay. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? You might have heard of his name. Bam. Shout out to Coach Marv. I just found him on Twitter, and Coach Marv up here making a case now. He up here making a case now. Coach Marv says, are we really trying to do better? You know, that's a cause for concern. Coach Miles be making you think, man, and it stings sometimes too, man. So shout out to Coach. He says Bobby Wagner signed for $7 million. Cowboys signed LVE for $5 million. Pro Football Focus ranking linebacker 2022. Bobby number 1, y'all, number 1, and we didn't get him. But to be honest, with Anthony Barr ranking 14, I gotta question the validity of this. You know what I'm saying? I got questions. I got questions because I don't see how in the world Anthony Barr get ranked that high. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at Damone Clark, now that is encouraging to see this young player emerging with very limited snaps. You know what I'm saying? I believe his snap count kind of picked up towards the end of the year type vibes, but I'm excited about Damone, man. Coming back out the spinal fusion surgery, that's not easy. That's not something that anybody can do. And then not only did he come back, he came back and played fairly well. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Damone Clark. And it's very, very interesting how he just jumps right over Jabril Cox, though. That's very interesting. That is very interesting that he just jumped clean over Jabril Cox. I don't understand it. But then way down after 18, way down, you know what I'm saying? Here comes LVE at 42. Coach says numbers do not lie on this. So what y'all feeling about that, man? That really do suck, don't it, y'all? Trap. That really do suck. But look, this what I want y'all to understand too. Of course, we don't have any proof of this. It is unknowns. We understand all of those things. But you have to take into consideration, just like when me and West Coast had our little debate the other day, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to West Coast. But you do have to bet at certain positions. I stand firmly on that. I'm solid on that.
Well, I'm solid and stand on whatever.
So I feel like you do have to bet on certain players, right? Or certain positions, certain aspects of your team, you're going to have to project them to do better. So in that case, what y'all think about that boy? What's his name? Good grief, it was just on the tip of my tongue. Devin Harper. I like him. I like Devin Harper. He got hurt last year, but in preseason, that man was going crazy. He was looking phenomenal. I'm telling y'all. So when we sit back and really look at the linebacker situation, okay, we don't love LVE. We understand that. LVE is okay. He's decent. You know what I'm saying? He's decent. You can live with him. I don't know. How many euphemisms I'm going to have to come up with, y'all? I don't know today. I don't know. I'm not sure. How many euphemisms can I come up to say in a nice way that LVE is, you know, the numbers are saying that he's just not too good. But I feel like we can live with him. I don't feel like he'll lose us a football game. So I feel like we can live with LVE, okay? But when you think about it, Devin Harper coming right back too. And what they gonna do with Jabril Cox, man? What is they gonna do? So the Cowboys, when you think about this linebacking core as a whole, when you look at it from a holistic view, they might not want to invest too much more in a linebacker. Now, investing a lot doesn't necessarily include the draft, though. They might draft a linebacker because it don't cost that much. And they might get a better bang for their buck drafting one. So you might want to look forward for them to draft a linebacker maybe like in the second round. What y'all think? What y'all think about that? Because think about it. They have a lot of failed attempts. They drafted Jabril Cox, then drafted Damone Clark the next year. Like that's a lot of money that's invested into this linebacking core. Well, not money, draft capital. So they shooting shots at the draft at the linebacker position, and they just not working out. And it's similar to what was happening at cornerback too. So when you take those things into consideration, man, I really don't blame them on investing too much at linebacker. Like we tried. We tried. And then when you take this other last aspect into consideration, okay, Dan Quinn liked to play big nickel anyway. So why would you invest a whole lot in a position that Dan Quinn don't even emphasize on, y'all? So I think you got to take all that into consideration. So how we feeling about that? Let me talk to the people, man, because when you take all the things I said into consideration, how much of a priority do y'all think linebacker gonna really be after they done had a lot of failed attempts, after you consider that Dan Quinn do not emphasize that much on a linebacker, and you know you got a veteran linebacker in LVE and about 3 up and coming young linebackers who they probably feel good about. So can you be super mad at them for not investing that much in a linebacker? So what y'all think? We need answers. What that man said, we need answers. What y'all thinking about that, man? Because we could invest more in a linebacker, but I don't just see them just being just super stupid. Because, they looking at it like, hey, man, we tried. And then they been failing. So they probably a little, gunshot right now. But shout out to everybody rocking, man. Shout out to Starter Kick Duke. He says, man, give me Jack Campbell or Henley to shore up the linebacker group. If we get Jack Campbell, I'm going to be happy, y'all. I'm going to tell you straight up. I like him. I haven't did my research on Henley just yet, so I ain't going to sit up here and lie to y'all. I ain't like that. But Campbell, I'm a fan of him right now, so I had to do some research on Henley. But I ain't got to the linebackers just yet. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you guys, the poet. Shout out to Splendor Poppy Burner account, a.k.a. Jerry Velma. Good grief, you got a name, sir. You sure enough got a name on you, man. Al Kareem says Henley is better. What school he go to? Let me know. Shout out to Lord King in the building, man. I ain't see nobody comment on the linebacker situation, so I guess y'all said screw the linebacker situation. I see Michael Lockhart says Harper need to be playing, y'all. I'm telling you, I think, man, what I was seeing from him, I'm telling y'all gonna like Devin Harper. If he get his opportunities, y'all gonna really like him, because I seen a striker too. He laying wood. I seen somebody striking, y'all, and that's what we want to see. We want to see somebody aggressively coming down here laying the wood, like, so we can at least spell Donovan Wilson just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Donovan Wilson had to do all the enforcing on his football team, if y'all think about it. Like, to be honest, it be a lot of times that LVE be out of position or, you know, getting blocked, one of the two, and Donovan Wilson got to get the job done. That is what it is. They said Nevada and Washington State. I'm going to check them out. Shout out to Starboy Entertainment in the building. What's happening, sir? Okay, Willie T says Harper and Clark needs to play more. I'm telling y'all, so when y'all get to looking at the depth, man, I think y'all might need to reevaluate how you really think this linebacking core and the depth really looks like. Because I'm telling you, I'm high on Harper. I'm really high on Harper. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be real. I think he could play. I just want to see him get some reps. Man, landlord, shout out to Bruce got the toxic juice. He said, man, landlord, I wanted Wagner, but I'm also not surprised the front office sat on their hands again. But at least they are spreading the pie around. Yeah, you got to give them some props on that. You got to give them some props on that. Like I said, man, with us not getting Bobby Wagner, I can't be too mad at them because they've been making all the moves I wanted. They've been making all the moves that I wanted. Like I said, not specifically the name of the player that I wanted, but all the moves that I wanted them to do so far, they've made every one of them. So I can't be mad. I can't, you know, beggars can't be choosers right now. So I'm fine with it so far. I'm fine with it. Shout out to JC Cowboys Network in the building. Sir, what's happening? I don't think we can complain too much about the improvements we've seen in free agency from this front office so far. But Brian Bradford says, what up with Jabril Cox too? That's what I just said. I'm like, are y'all going to get this man a shot or not? You know what I'm saying? Now, I know he didn't have the greatest showing, but we still need to see what we going to do. Either you going to get this man a shot or Jabril Cox might be a real cut candidate coming up. It's either or. You know what I'm saying? We done been playing around with him for how many years now? Like, I can't remember where draft he came in, but I think this better not be year 4. What is year 3? What year this year? How long Jabril been here? Hold on, man. This better not be, let me see, Jabril Cox. When did Jabril get drafted? Because it felt like he been here a while now, and we don't know nothing about this player. That's not good. Let's see. They said he was drafted in the fourth round of the 2021 draft. So, yeah, now he been here for 2 years, going on 3 years now. So, I don't know, y'all. We gotta see something. We gotta see something. What y'all think about that? Because it's close. This man gonna be up for a contract and we ain't seen nothing. That's crazy. Like, who ready to do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to sign. Nobody want to sign this boy if we ain't seen him. You know what I'm saying? They say he been here since 2021, Willie T. He was in the 2021 draft. But, hey, after 4 years, you be up for a contract, right? So, we don't know nothing about Jabril. So, we need to see something. The time is now. The buzzer is about to go off on him. What's happening with the Spooner Dog in the building? What's happening, sir? We trapping. That's a trap word, the name right there. You know we trapping in our church clothes, you know. Even though on Sunday the trap don't close, we trapping in our church clothes. Shout out to the Jarvis Young over there on Facebook. Shout out to my Facebook people too, man. I appreciate y'all. He said that was complete BS, landlord, for what they could have signed him for that much. Putting all our chips in on LVE is a bet I don't trust. True. I mean, I'm not mad at y'all for being upset or disappointed that we didn't get them. I'm not mad at y'all for that. But I did want to make y'all try to look at it in a different perspective, from the front office perspective almost. You know they cheap. You already know Dollar Bill Jones.
Dollar Bill!
You know that.
Shut down! Pay no country boy nothing!
So you know what type of situation we dealing with a cheap young man. So you know what I'm saying? When you take that into consideration, you got to understand that he ain't trying to spend no money where he don't have to. So I really think our linebacker depth is a little better than most people thinking it is. Like, these are projections though. I don't have no video evidence to say that they are great players, but I am bullish on Jabril Cox and Devin Harper. So I don't know what will materialize from that, but we'll just have to see. So let's see. What else I had on the agenda? Bam. Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute, Michael. Wait a minute. Okay, check this out.
If we look at the Eagles, is it Hurts or the team?
Y'all remember this?
It's a little bit of both, man. I think it's system and team. They got a great offensive line, which helps Hurts. Hurts has A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. They got a good running game. I mean, bro, like the Eagle Cowboy coming up, ain't it? Yeah, it's coming up. I'm not trying to make no enemies. I just love the game so much, and I understand it so much that like when things are off, I just can't like hold it in. Like I almost gotta say something. Like it's a little bit of both, man.
So we're gonna play that one more time. I want y'all to hear.
I think it's a little bit of both.
They was talking about Hurts. I remember these comments, and everybody went wild. Micah said, he asked the question, do y'all think it's Hurts or the team? He asked the question, and everybody got mad. Let's hear what his comments was one more time.
The Eagles, is it Hurts or the team? I think it's a little bit of both, man. I think it's system and team. They got a great offensive line, which helps Hurts. Hurts has A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. They got a good running game. I mean, bro, like the Eagle Cowboy coming up, ain't it? Yeah, it's coming up. I'm not trying to make no enemies. I just love the game so much, and I understand it so much that like when things are off, I just can't like hold it in. Like I almost gotta say something. Like
So when you put that into perspective, everybody got mad and started, throwing tomatoes at Michael. Shout out to JC Cowboys Network with the $4.99 for your mind. I appreciate you, sir. He says, keep up the good work, my brother. I appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you. You keep it up on your end, too, sir. We're going to have to make sure we link real soon, sir, real soon. But, okay, check out this right here. Now, this right here, to me, is showing that. Hold up. Y'all give me 1 second. Okay. So this chart right here is basically showing how much help that the team had. You know what I'm saying? How much help did this quarterback have? So check this out. Look how far and away are the Eagles right here. Ain't that crazy? So when Micah said this, everybody was up in arms. But right here, it looks like he was telling the truth to me. That's what it looks like. It looked like the man was telling the truth. So what y'all feel about that? Now look how far away they are. Now they got Dallas right here, but at like 70%, you know what I'm saying? 3.5, almost, a little over 3.5 and 70%. But the Eagles are far and far away from every single body else, you know what I'm saying? So when you think about that, sounds like Michael Parsons was on to something. And we've been telling y'all this all at the beginning. Michael Parsons said it too. When I said it, everybody said I was hating. And then later on, Michael Parsons said it. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying this all year, that his team, his supporting cast is outstanding, and it makes him better. It's nothing wrong with that. But to sit up here and say that he's just the outstanding 100% sensational guy, I don't think that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? No hate, it's just the truth. Bam. So look at these people. I had to screenshot this because I want y'all to remember these folks. Look at these people, man. Jason McCourty got Dak Prescott ranked number 4. Everybody has unanimous Jalen Hurts, though, so I want y'all to remember these faces, because I'm telling you, young Ryan Dakota finna show you who he is, and he gonna represent that star the way it's supposed to be.
We are America's team, the most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
Look at the disrespect here, man. This is the stuff I be talking about. This is the stuff I be talking about. After 1 year, he is unanimously the best quarterback in the NFC. So that's what I just told y'all. From other people's perspectives, they got Geno Smith over Dak Prescott. I'm telling y'all right now, man, Dak Prescott finna act a fool. And this list right here, next year, is gonna be laughable. We gonna be making memes off of this list, I guarantee you that. Now, I'm not saying Dak is the greatest quarterback in the world, but I guarantee you he is much better than Jared Goff. He is much better than Matthew Stafford right now, and he's much better than Justin Fields. He's much better than Jalen Hurts as well. He just didn't have the supporting cast that Jalen Hurts had. Now, look at this man, James Palmer. He ain't even got Dak Prescott listed. Man, I just can't wait till the start of the season. Cause these boys, they tunes gonna change. Watch what I tell you now. They ain't gonna be talking about none of this foolishness when this season start. Look at this man, ain't even named Dak, bro. Come on now. Come on now. This the same quarterback that just led his team to the second round of the playoffs. But he don't even get consideration. Now, I understand the interception was a lot. He had a lot of interceptions. But, bro, you cannot just take that off of 1 year and just say he's just horrible and he don't even make the top 5 in this NFC. Come on, bro. Now, this young lady right here, Sarah Walsh, she didn't name Dak Prescott either. Now, kudos to at least the 2 dudes who been paying attention in class that didn't fall asleep at the wheel, putting Dak Prescott on here. And the common theme is these people got Geno Smith. They named Geno Smith, but didn't name Dak Prescott, see? You should get your license took just for this. You know what I'm saying? They should just you should get a drug test for this. These people need to be drug tested immediately. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, man. It just grinds my gears. Bam, moving along. Shout out to KD Drummond over there on Twitter. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him. He's a good follower. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. He says Brandon Cooks is the active NFL leader in seasons with 1,000+ receiving yards, but didn't make a Pro Bowl, man. He had 6. He's never gone. All-time record in 7 is 7 by Derrick Mason, who made 2 Pro Bowls, including the 8,000-yard season. So I said, my response was, I said, hey, now that's more incentive for him to do it with a star on his head, because you know we gonna turn him up, sir. We gonna turn him up. You had you a season like this over here with the Dallas Cowboys, sir. We gonna turn you up. You know who we is.
We are America's team.
You know this.
The most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
And it hit different when you actually a Dallas Cowboy fan, like he said he is. This man showed his baby pictures. You know he for real. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to see the addition of Brandon Cooks to this football team. I'm telling y'all, Dak finna go left. Then you got this West Coast offense finna emphasize the quarterback. West Coast offense kind of caters to the quarterback. So they playing with Dak talk right now. I'm telling you, Dak finna go off, y'all. I'm telling you, Dak finna go off. It's Dak season. They got them hurt season heads. It's Dak season. Bam. Now he got a weapon like Brandon Cooks paired with CeeDee Lamb. Shout out to William Spencer III on Twitter. Shout out to him. Y'all make sure y'all go follow this young man as well. He said CeeDee Lamb finished 5th in receiving yards during the 2022 season with 1,359 yards. He averaged 76 yards a game with Cooper Rush from weeks 2 to 6. Lamb averaged 16.5. What that says, 9th in receiving. And when Dak returned over the next 5 games, Lamb averaged 89 yards and averaged 19.2 yards per game. So that was 6th. So, man, now that Dak got 2 wide receivers that's cutting up like this, y'all.
Trap.
This is the performance you got from CeeDee Lamb with the world on his shoulders. When everybody was gunning for him, when he getting the bracket coverage, when he getting the top defensive cornerbacks on the team, when he is the emphasis on the football team. CeeDee Lamb still balled out like this. So just imagine when you got a pressure release like Brandon Cooks over there, sir. They finna go crazy. I'm telling y'all that right now. I'm excited about this year, though. I'm excited about this year. We only got a few holes. When we get those holes addressed, we gonna be off the chains, y'all. I can't wait. I can't wait to go to a game. We gonna be off the chains. So when we thought about all of these teams, so they sit up and say Dak is not a good quarterback, but they still got us in the running for the best team in the NFC. So, of course, we're Dallas Cowboys channel. But who y'all think is the best team in the NFC right now, the way the teams are currently constructed? Who y'all think it is? Before the draft. Before the draft, I have to give it to the Cowboys because I trust my quarterback over everybody. Shout out to Kevin Bilbo. I guess I speak broken English, so forgive me. Blame my execution, not my heart, is in the right place. Shout out to everybody rocking though, man. But how y'all feel if y'all don't think the Cowboys the best team in the NFC? Where do y'all rank them? Where would y'all rank them? And then everybody don't cut up in the draft like we do. Everybody don't cut up in the draft like we do. Ask the Eagles. Them boys drafted Nelson Aguilar. You know what I'm saying? Like, them boys mess up in the draft all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all need to, you might need to put a little respect on your team because I feel confident in my squad. Because, look, you might give it to the 49ers like Miss Regina said. That's not a bad thing. We know. We can be honest. This is a safe space. You know what I'm saying? If you don't think it's the Cowboys, it's okay. But, look, this one thing I do want you to consider. The Cowboys are far better at drafting than most teams. We can come to that agreement right now. We can agree to that. And then when you take it to consideration, Dak Prescott is by far the better quarterback between, I can't say by far as Hurts go because of the season he had. But after 1 year, you can't put Hurts over Dak to me. I just don't think that's honest. I don't think that's, that's just some troll fan type stances. You can't just say Hurts better than Dak. Because if anything, our defense might be better than theirs now after them losing all them players. So I was just about to say our teams could be close to equal. But if you say our teams are close to equal, the way they currently constructed, because they got 2 wide receivers, now we got 2 of them, we got the edge in quarterback. And I feel like now our defense is better than the Eagles. Okay, now we talk about San Francisco. Now, their offense is just tremendous because of the scheme they run. You know what I'm saying? Shanahan is just sensational. But I don't know how they do in the draft. Why you think they so aggressive with their picks? They know that they can't draft as well as us. You know what I'm saying? They know they can't draft as well as us. And I give their scheme and the way they use their team, because they do have some tremendous stars like Christian McCaffrey and stuff like that. So when you take that into consideration, their offense might be, I don't know, it's hard because we got the better quarterback. So if anything, you might have to say the offense might be a wash, but we do got to see what Mike McCarthy gonna do. We do gotta see exactly what Mike McCarthy gonna do. But okay, the offense might be a wash. San Francisco might edge us out at defense. But our quarterback is far beyond this. So it's an argument with the 49ers. But like I said, we still had a whole draft in front of us. Do they have a first round pick? Because I think, didn't they give the Panthers their first round pick or something? Like, hold on now. I appreciate that, Dean Cloud. I try, man. I try, sir. I really do. But look, do y'all think, didn't they give up their first rounder? I think they gave up their first rounder for Christian McCaffrey. Was it 23 first round or 24. But who knows? But we are, if they gave up their first round pick this year, sir, I'm taking my Cowboys. I'm telling you that right now. Because we didn't have to do all that. We did not have to do all that. So it's going to be a toss-up between us and San Francisco. But I think we might get them this year. I think we'll get them this year. I got trust in my boys. Bam. Now, this right here was a representation of the run versus the pass. So, you know, we was far down here. You know what I'm saying? Not super far. Because I'm telling you, Kellen Moore was running the ball. He just wasn't running it effectively. You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't running it effectively. That's what was wrong with Mr. Kellen Moore. But you see, Dallas right here had, 531 rush attempts and 556 pass attempts. Hold on. So that ain't bad. That's pretty even. And you can see that it was emphasis on them doing so too. They wanted to be as closest to balance as possible, and it seems like that's what they wanted to do. But Mike McCarthy, that's why I'm telling you I don't think Mike McCarthy wanted to run the ball a whole lot more. Like, what we is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We rank 11th in rushing. We ran the ball the 11th most in the whole league. So I don't see how you could just say you want to run the ball a whole lot more. That's why I'm saying I think Mike McCarthy's just saying he want to run the ball effectively. He want to run the ball with scheme, with purpose. He don't just want to run the ball just because somebody told him to run the ball. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when he said run the damn ball, I heard frustration in his voice. So to me, that sounds like he like, hey man, we gotta run the ball when it's smart to run the ball, when it's called for, like in them situations like 2nd and 2 in the goal line. That's what that sounds like to me when he said run the damn ball. That sounds like a lot of frustration, and I feel like in the critical situations, you won't see all this trying to reinvent the wheel, this cute stuff that Kellen Moore was doing, trying to get a job and add some skins to his resume. You ain't got to worry about that. We got a proven guy that know exactly what he's doing. So I ain't gonna lie, I don't think we gonna move too far up that list. Even with Schottenheimer, I don't think we gonna move too far up that list. Now you see Philly, they top 5, ain't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They the 6th ranked rushing team. They run them 6th most in the league. But I don't see us moving up too far up on that list. What y'all think? Bang. Okay. What y'all think about bringing in Mr. La'el Collins? They saying that he finna get released. This rumor saying he get released. What y'all think about a reunion with Mr. La'el? Now, he went over there and said Burrow has his protector, and looking like they finna make him skedaddle. You know what I'm saying? They finna push him off of the bridge. You know what I'm saying? They finna get him up out of here. So, if they were to release La'el, would y'all want to bring him back in? Because I ain't gonna lie, I think he'll be a great guard. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll be an excellent guard. Man, you bring La'el back in with a little cheap 1-year deal, maybe veteran minimum or something, and let that boy line up at guard, and your offensive problems, your line problems are pretty much solved though. Sugar Daddy Williams said, no, you must got some beef with him. You beefing with him, he your op, Mr. Sugar Daddy.
You pass me a lighter, I'm trying to smoke me up.
He must be your op. So if you still mad at him for not coming in shape and stuff, and you think he might be, a bad influence on the team, I ain't mad at you. But I would bring him back in, though. I'm just be real with you. My number one objective is to win, and I feel like he a cheap way to upgrade our line, though. Trap. Miss Regina said, didn't he get a lot of penalties? I have to look it up. I think he did, though. But that's him at tackle, though, Miss Regina. You got to think about him at guard. I think he'll be better at guard. He played guard for, I think 1 year in Dallas, and he balled out, in my opinion. So I would love to bring him in. I ain't going to lie. I'll bring him in and stick him straight at guard and have Tyler Smith at left tackle, and we finna rock out. And you got Tyron as your swing tackle. Hey, that's a strong line to me. That's a strong line. You know, strong with the K. I feel like that's a strong line right there. So, let me see. Moving along, I think I might have a few more things. Y'all vote in the chat. Would y'all bring back La'el? Because I would. Bam. And you see your boy Bumpin' Ryan Gilly over here posting prime now. He say he in his prime, man. He say he in his prime, man. He say he in his prime. He want to ball out. Shout out to HTM Sports in the building. What's happening, sir? He said he's not going to play guard, which is why he isn't here in Dallas, man, trying to get tackle money. You know, but look, though, Hen, you know one thing about it. Them streets will humble you, sir. Them streets will humble you. When they send them to the streets, them streets will humble you. Because you'll be like, hey, man, I'll play for wherever you put me at, coach, wherever you put me at. You know what I'm saying? Them streets will humble that young man. I don't see him just being so, I'm not playing this. Bro, you don't have a job. Like, that's just like a young man that is unemployed saying he don't want to do nothing for money. Like, bro, you better get out there and fill out that McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? Trap. You got a family, sir. You know what I'm saying? That man has a family. Y'all know I'm silly. But hey, man, you can't be a chooser when you're a beggar. They put you on the streets. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Bam. But per PFF, they said our biggest needs is running back and defensive line. How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about that? Running back and defensive line. So they just disregarding the offensive line problem we have, because I think that might be the biggest, the biggest L we have right now. What y'all think? And we do have some offensive line depth. They just unproven and we don't know. Look at Ultra Cowboy coming in the building hating. It's a Sunday, sir. What is wrong with you? You can't be hating on a Sunday, sir. Tighten up, Mr. Ultra Cowboy. Tighten up. Don't do that. Shout out to Miss Lisa VIC in the building. How you doing? You know, we just trapping on a Sunday. That's all. We ain't doing that. The Jarvis Young says linebacker and defensive lineman. So, yeah, because we got a Pro Bowl running back. I just think we need somebody to pair with him or some depth at running back. I don't see running back being this huge void. I mean, I could be wrong. You know, I've been wrong before. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, I've been wrong before. ATM says if Tyron is your starting left tackle, you don't have a line problem if you move Tyler back to guard. Yeah, that's what we wanted, but the reason I say we do is because they talking about Tyron as a swing tackle. That's what the rumors are. You know, if it was up to landlord, if I was the one who was putting this team together, I'm making Tyron Smith go right back to left tackle, and hey, I'm taking my chances. I'm sorry. But I have a solid backup plan. If he was to go down, as a lot of people assume he will, I have a backup plan. I have Tyler Smith swing back out there to tackle and then have me a decent guard to come fill that void. But guard is a big problem. Like I said, the last 2 years, your Cowboys done lost both of they guards. That's what we done lost. Hey, I got something very interesting. I got an interesting argument for y'all on that defensive line, too. Y'all might have the swords to my throat. I told you, I don't know, man. If you want a defensive tackle, we should have went and got one in the free agency, I feel like. I don't know about drafting no defensive tackle. Like, I know Mozzie look incredible. I know the Canty guy, whatever his name is. Can't think of his name, how you pronounce it, but he looks amazing. They trying to compare him to Aaron Donald, but I don't think that's him. I think he's a good defensive lineman, though. But I don't know about these young defensive tackles, y'all. I'm telling you straight up. Traditionally, they don't come in and be dominant, though. That's my only problem. Traditionally, defensive linemen, interior defensive linemen, like tackles and stuff like that, they do not come in and be dominant. And we looking for a dominant player, because I can hear y'all saying our biggest need is defensive tackle. Y'all want a dominant player. It don't sound like you want no depth. You want somebody to come in here slanging people around. And I don't know if you can get those services from a rookie. I don't know if you can do that. So think about this. This is what I want y'all to think about. Okay, we talking about defensive linemen, right? Everybody's high on Mozzie. So don't take me for saying I'm not high on these people. I don't like these people. I'm just going off the idea of defensive tackle early in the draft, because I know it don't work out a lot of the times. And it's a tough ask to ask a young man to come in day one and dominate some grown-ups. Like, that's a tough ask. So if y'all think it's this drastic of a deal to have a defensive tackle coming in this building, y'all need to reconsider. We should have been banging on the table for the Cowboys to go get somebody. Like, y'all want to bring in Sue or somebody for a cup of coffee? Like, I don't know. But I'm telling you right now, this is what I thought about last night when I just got to pondering. Yeah, you know, surprisingly, landlord be thinking sometimes. But I was thinking, I'm like, man, everybody talking about these defensive tackles. Okay, Mozzie Smith and the other guy, I can't think, his name keeps slipping my mind. I know a lot of people been mocking Mozzie from Michigan to the Cowboys, and the other guy, Chauncey or something like that. Somebody put it in the chat. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But they been mocking these defensive tackles to us. Okay, I got one question. Do y'all think either one of those defensive tackle prospects that's coming out this year is better than Jordan Davis? Let me know. Let me know. I want to see yeses and nos. We got to do this. This is a class participation. Are they better prospects than Jordan Davis was coming out last year? Are they? Would you draft Mozzie over Jordan Davis? Would you draft the other defensive tackle that keeps slipping my name that don't nobody want to help me with right now? Let me look him up. Cansey. Okay, Cansey. Do y'all think, would y'all take Jordan Davis over Cansey, or would y'all take Jordan Davis over Mozzie? Would you draft either one of these defensive tackles over Jordan Davis? This is what I want to know. Like, that's my question of the day right now. Sugar Daddy Williams said Jordan Davis was the best and he didn't really show up last season. That's the whole argument I'm making, Sugar Daddy Williams. That's the whole argument I'm making. Would y'all draft either one of these guys over Jordan Davis? So that's what I'm telling y'all, man. I think we got to reconsider. Read some literature on the subject. What that boy said? Telling you now. So if you win draft those guys over Jordan Davis, the Eagles got nothing from Jordan Davis last year. They got nothing from him. Now the Eagles line is stronger with the K than ours is. Their defensive line is a little stronger. They got Fletcher Cox and they had Javon Hargrave. Now they looking for Jordan Davis to fill this void that Hargraves left. But I'm telling you right now, just imagine we draft one of those guys and they beat Jordan Davis for us this year. Man, that's a tough ass, y'all. That's risky too. That's what I said, bro. That's really not even fair to ask a young man to come in and be a dominant defensive tackle. Because everybody that's screaming for defensive tackle, y'all want a dominant defensive tackle. Y'all don't want just a space filler. Y'all don't want nobody to just sit there. Y'all want somebody to cause havoc in the defensive line. It's not a guarantee that you're going to get there from these rookies, y'all. I'ma just be real. So I'm not sitting here saying that Mozzie and Cansey not good players, but I'm just letting you have to weigh the risk versus reward. It's a big risk that they might not come in here and dominate. We asking them to come in day one and dominate. I don't know about that. That's what I'm saying, man. So if y'all don't think these guys better than Jordan Davis, and we seen what Jordan Davis did when he got to the league, he did nothing for the Eagles last year. So let me know how y'all feeling about that, man. That's why Now, I don't know how valid it is, but I'm more comfortable taking offensive lineman than a defensive tackle. Know what I'm saying? I'm more confident in taking the offensive lineman. Because they seem like they translate better or quicker to the NFL than defensive tackles do. That's all I'm saying. So if I can improve my team and raise the chances of us getting better, I draft a tackle or either a guard. That's just my opinion. Draft from the WWE, you know what I'm saying? Just trap that thing on out there, Miss Regina. You know what I'm saying? Starter Kid Dude said Jordan Davis' conditioning is trash too. He get tired in 2 plays. Yeah, he was calling for substitutes at Georgia last year. That boy played 2 or 3 plays. He like this. Hey, come get me. he looking to the sideline after 2 plays. You right. He didn't have the conditioning. So that might be a knock on him. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully these guys, but let's just be real, bro. Them big, it take a special big guy to just have a motor like that. You gotta be different. So this all I'ma say. If we coming down to the point where if we finna draft these guys or not, I feel like we need to ask ourselves, is this guy special and dominant? If he's special and dominant to you, then draft him. That's all. I'm rocking with who my team select though. If he's special and dominant and you feel like he can step in day one and just dominate, then we could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on how you feeling about him. I appreciate all the love and support, Mr. Sugar Daddy Williams. Y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Y'all know I've been trying to fight the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? I've been trying to fight the algorithm. I've been trying to get an uptick in my likes. I want to at least have most of my shows to be over 100 likes. So if you can help me do that, I don't want to look at it right now because it get discouraging. It makes me sad. You know what I'm saying? I get up here every day and try to put on a show for y'all. Good grief. I just want 100 likes. Like, let me get 100 likes, y'all. I appreciate all y'all services. We trying to fight the algorithm, y'all. We trying to fight the algorithm. They want to hate on the trap. They don't want to see the trap grow. You know what I'm saying? Them haters do not want to see the trap grow. Lunatic says, unless Dan Quinn has changed the front office mindset, the Cowboys most likely to go O-line than defensive tackle first round. And I'll be fine with that. Because look at what Tyler Smith did. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Smith was a decent player coming out the draft. Well, a lot of people was kind of low on Tyler. And then Tyler Smith came in here and showed out. He was one of your better offensive linemen in the draft. So I'd be way more comfortable to take an offensive lineman. You know what I'm saying? Think about this. Then if you think about the whole ideology of a offensive lineman compared to a defensive lineman, what you asking the offensive lineman to do? You asking a young offensive lineman to come in here and basically survive against a defensive player. You know what I'm saying? They just gotta not get beat up. You know what I'm saying? They just gotta not just get dominated. If they survive, most of the time far as an offensive line go, that's a decent rep. They just gotta survive. When you look at a defensive tackle though, you asking a defensive tackle to just dominate a guy. That's why I feel like it's a big difference in the way it translates from college. Because you just asking the O-lineman, hey, just hold up. Just hold them up. That's all you need to do. You know what I'm saying? If you ask him to hold up, that's a nice rep from an offensive lineman. That's a nice rep from an offensive lineman. If he just hold them up and don't get destroyed right off the line. That's a whole different situation when you asking a young defensive tackle, hey, go dominate this grown man and go get a sack. Or go dominate this grown man and make a stop in the run game. That's a whole different ask. So that's why I take my bets on drafting an offensive line. That's just me. The Jarvis Young says, I honestly think we need an offensive weapon the first round, then defense the second round. I don't think that's too much. That's too close to what I want. I don't think they're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're gonna do that. That's too close to what I want. Noel Beat says, landlord, check out Dante Dumas Jr., wide receiver. He could be a steal in the draft. Tell me the school, sir. Tell me the school. Y'all know we premiered our draft show yesterday. I think it went pretty well, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we going to do that weekly. That's going to be a weekly thing that me and HT on Sports do. We're going to have the next draft show will be Saturday, and it will be wide receivers, my specialty.
Trap.
So we did running backs last night, and this week coming up will be wide receivers. So we going to rock it out like that week after week. And then y'all know we are going to Kansas City to the draft. So if y'all want to support that, my cash app is at the bottom of the screen. You know what I'm saying? And you can hit that super chat, whatever you want to do to help us, you know, fund the trip, go out there and have a good time, show y'all some of this exclusive coverage. You understand me? We going to turn it up for y'all. Hey, we taking the trap to Kansas City, sir. We trapping in Kansas City. That's what we doing. We trapping in Kansas City. That's what we doing. Sugar Dad said, just do your job as a O-lineman. Yeah, you just got to survive. I look at it like a surviving rep. That's good. Shout out to Jasmine Giles in here, man. And Cowboys, JC Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Fish 82 said, landlord from Alabama, your specialty is tight end. Man, don't do that, man. Don't do that. I know I look like a tight end. I know I look like a tight end now, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a wide receiver by trade back in the day. It's been many moons ago, though. It's been many moons ago. I feel like while you playing, I feel like I can give you a couple tight end reps right now. Now, don't play with me now. Them hands are for real. Them hands are for real now. Don't play with me now. He said, just a joke, my boy. Morning and blessings to you and the family. Hey, man, you know I don't take that personal, man. I just be rocking out with my people. Shout out to Starter Kick Duke. He said we need somebody over 310 at defensive tackle. See, look, though, at JC. But look, though, the guy, Cansey, I believe he a little light in the tail, ain't he? He light. Mozzie is the big trash can full of dirt, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody if y'all got time, put their weight in the chat, because I'm not sure. He looks slender to me. The Cansey guy look a little slender. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't want no slender defensive lineman like I don't. I need that trash can full of dirt to clog in that middle for me. That's what I need. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Raymond Soul says, don't mess with landlord Alabama this morning. Hey, man, it's all good. You know, we be just trapping out here. I'm just trying to trap y'all Sunday out. That's all. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, like, what y'all thinking about that, though? I feel way more comfortable in drafting an offensive lineman than I do a defensive tackle. So, now, if I'm not being selfish, I'd say drop the O-lineman. If you asking me to be selfish, you know I want me a wide receiver or something, man. Come on now. Come on now. Shout out to Big Carl Pageant in the building. What's happening, sir? What's happening? But, yeah, man, I'm about to get ready to wrap this thing on up, man. I think I had a good show. My mic didn't hate me out. Hey, it's some good things going on. It's some good things going on. You see the quality of show we can have if the mic just act different? Act the way it's supposed to be? Shit. You know what I'm saying? If I can get this mic to be on our side instead of our op, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, pass me a lighter, I'm trying to smoke me up.
It seems like the microphone has been my op the past week or so, you know what I'm saying? They said Kansas is only 280 to 285. No, sir, I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want nothing to do with it, because look, I don't know if y'all seen that show me and Hen did. We had a good show, and we talked about the tweeners. And I'm not a fan of tweeners at all. Because if you're a tweener, you don't have a defined role, and to me, that's a problem. I want my players to have a precise and defined role. I want to look at you like, okay, that's a defensive tackle. I want to look at you and be like, oh, that's a DN. I want to look at you and be, oh, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to know exactly what a player is. You supposed to know exactly what he is. It shouldn't be a doubt in it. Now, the only time a tweener works, I feel like it's two scales for a tweener. You either gonna be a sensational guy like a Michael Parsons that can do everything under the sun, or you gonna be a guy that can't find a home. And when you think about it, I don't like those odds. Because I'm telling you, if you bring cancer on this team, I feel like it's possible he could be like an Aaron Donald-ish type player. I ain't saying he gonna be the defensive player of the year, but I'm talking about like a smaller defensive tackle who can be good. But it's a big chance that he end up like a Chauncey Golston or somebody who is a tweener in the middle and don't know where to put him at. So I'll take my chances on a solidified person. I know exactly where he gonna go. But I appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. And we finna ride this thing on out, man. I appreciate all the love and support. And these people know that we are the greatest. Let's ride this thing on out the way it's supposed to be. With my Cowboy family. See, mine is 338. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. I appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. Let's go. They know we the greatest, man. Let's get it. Dang. Play me, they let's go. Now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming. So y'all coming in later with the trio. Help me with my not today. I gotta go to work, unfortunately, Miss Regina. Shout out to you guys to pull with the 555. I appreciate you, man. Don't name towards the KC trip. Let's go. I know these haters can't stand. She said it's not a lot, but 555 means positive changes are coming. I appreciate that, you guys. I really do. Thank you. Let's get it. From the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals. Let the doubters see you making it. Show them all you the greatest. I'm the greatest. Young poet got flow flowing, it's mind blowing. Let's go. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, it's fair warning. For my opponents that will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy it, that's what the fans wanted. The hot topic, you try to copy, that's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming. And y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. Cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces, they photoshopping. Hey man, let them know. So I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude. Shout out to you, Jarvis, John. He said, make America trap again. Absolutely. Let's go. These are God level lyrics. I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real people's spirit like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody missing with me. I'm the greatest. Let's go. Shout out to everybody, right? Bring the block to the Grammys. And if you try to stop me, you'll need a plan B, yeah. Hey, we just vibing on out, man. You understand? Let's go. Let the doubters see you making it. Show them all you the greatest. I'm the greatest. And not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know they hate us. You understand me? But if you didn't know, I go by Landlord from Alabama. Your plug for everything about America's team, a.k.a.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
And y'all have the good, enjoy the rest of y'all day. And like I say, 1K, 1 love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.